Morning. You've already jumped to center through the prayers of Reverend Wendy Silvers and the sacred stillness of Reverend Coco Stewart. So you're already in practice of that which is essential and extremely important for your life and the life of the global community. When you hear us say jump to center, we're saying jump from the appearance phenomenal world into the real, essential, eternal, immortal world. They're different. The world of appearances is exactly as it explains there. It's a world that's appearing and disappearing. It's appearing as the condensation and of the thoughts and opinions and points of view and perceptions, positionalities of the human race. It has a collective agreement according to perception, and then that becomes the world of experience. People take it very seriously. But then there's the real world. This is a world that is timeless and ageless and eternal. And it is a world that every true religion is like a movement towards the transcending of the personal mind and the transcending of the world of appearances to actually remember our connection to the eternal so that we keep our vow to ourselves that we made before we took the human incarnation to remember where we have come from so that we can bring it to earth. Years ago, there was a movement towards ascending and escaping and going beyond into the outer regions. And that was appropriate for that particular period of time because the density of the thought forms of the planet was very thick. So there was always a movement towards escaping and going into higher states. But now, with the vibration of the planet being at an all-time high and with the noosphere being imprinted with avatars and spiritual beings, and over the last 40 years, the expansion of consciousness, expansion of awareness into infinite consciousness has imprinted the world. It's not about escaping, it's about bringing that here. Many years ago, we had a revelation conference that I called The Rhythm of the Descended Master. The emphasis was on not being an ascended master, which was passé. The idea was to bring heaven to earth. We have an incarnation, that's why we are here. Not to come here and try to get out of it, but to come here and bring the eternal, bring the love, bring the peace, bring the joy. And the rhythm of that joy, not dependent on conditions or circumstances, but a remembrance and an activation of our intrinsic nature, which is not an easy task. It's simple, but it's not easy. There has to be vitalizing resilience and daily renewal, daily commitment, so that which appears does not snatch our soul, does not snatch our joy, does not snatch our peace and our well-being. So this is why there's an emphasis in our community and like communities of the art and the science of meditation. It's not escapism. It's waking up to that which is real, and that which is forever, and that which is eternal, which then informs our thought, informs our words, our conversations, informs our actions and our deeds and our service. Individuals don't think thoughts. There used to be in metaphysics, you the thinker that thinks the thought, it's passé. You don't think thoughts. You obtain only from two places. From the sea of mental garbage, which are thought forms, from individuals who have a sense of separation, thought forms emerge, and that's garbage. And then there's the heart mind of the infinite that's constantly broadcasting love and peace, joy, wisdom, harmony, and beauty. That's called inspiration, We're either obtaining directly from divine mind, of which our mind is an individualized expression of the divine mind, or we are obtaining thought forms from the sea of mental garbage. If, in fact, you're not doing enough work upon yourself, your mind is hijacked by the garbage. And then you live that experience. And you actually think because you're experiencing it, it's real. Experience is overrated. You can, I like telling this story. When I was at Morehouse College many years ago, we would take matches, strike the match, blow it out, touch an individual with a cold match. They would experience the heat of the cold match and cause a blister on their hand. They were experiencing something that didn't exist. Experience was overrated. It was their thought. Humanity at times has taken a nightmare period where they're experiencing so many things that aren't real. Not you, not here, not now. You've come to not experience, you've come to wake up and have an encounter with reality. And then your experience does change. This is why I don't say we're spiritual beings having a human experience. I always say we're spiritual beings having a human incarnation. We choose our experience. We don't let the world choose it for us. So in this particular moment in which individuals are grieving over an election that was fomented with misogyny and xenophobia, transphobia, homophobia, othering people, the universe is still progressive. Nothing has changed in the universe. Apples are still appling. And so something that I talked about many years ago that I called the slingshot effect is that when you have a slingshot, you pull something back, it creates enough tension to go forward really fast. The universe is progressive, so everything looks like it's taking a step backwards. It's creating enough tension to go forward really fast. However, when that particular energy shoots forward, it has to go through people. So if people are not in alignment with the fundamental harmony of the universe, they can't be the instruments of that which is progressive. This is why we have to maintain our practice. In the face of what looks like going backwards in many areas. Always remember the old story I used to tell back in the 90s, who's to say what's good and what's bad in any particular moment. That which looks bad can be an evolutionary trigger to move forward, get people galvanized, and that which looks good can sometimes be bad. More on this later. This is our time to meditate. This is our time to allow that slingshot effect to take us over. The universe isn't going backwards regardless of humanity. There's only one God, not people who think they're God. And that God is God. Untouched, timeless, ageless, eternal, and we are emanations of it. All that we are is God, but we are not all that God is. Which means every insight that we have into reality, our awareness has expanded into more of the infinite God consciousness, which is everywhere and infinite. Woo. Fear not, little flock, as Jesus once said. It's God's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, but you have to receive it. You have to go in and receive it, and then go boldly into the world as lovers of God, lovers of humanity, transcending polarization, embracing individuals wherever they are on the spectrum. There's one interesting thing that they showed me in the dream the other night. I don't know if I should share this. Some of the individuals that we laud as, big and powerful and have a lot of money and all that stuff, it showed me that they're actually on the spectrum, but on the spectrum of which they have no empathy. they can't feel what other people feel. So they can just cut down rainforests, they can just do all manner of things to make profit, but they have no feeling as to how it affects the environment or it affects other people. And so we want to stop outsourcing our love and devotion to people who have a lot of money, wealthy, or celebrity, and we want to insource it to where we are, God, presence. Grow so deeply in love and kindness and generosity that becomes the new cool. How deep can you love? How deep can you go into forgiveness, generosity, and serving each other? That will be the new cool. But you can only sustain it if you go in to center. And let that be more real than anything. It's practice. As you were sitting here with Reverend Coco, jump right back to center here. Extract your attention from the world as it appears to be. And come inside and notice that your body is breathing. Extracting hydrogen and oxygen from the air. Allowing the body temple to be alive, living biology. So many things are going on inside of your temple that you are not consciously participating in. It's all on a subconscious level. Oh, we praise and give thanks for that. We're just grateful that we didn't have to wake up and do an affirmation to get our heart beating. We didn't have to do an affirmation to digest our food, to eliminate toxins. The pancreas to produce enzymes to digest. Systemic enzymes to clear up the fibrin in the blood and to slow down the aging. We didn't have to do any of that. It's already happening on a subconscious level. So we just give thanks that that's going on. We have enough to do. What we're seeking to do now is to allow for a dynamic peace, a deep sense of well-being, a harmonizing prosperity, so to be just as subconscious as the internal activities of the body temple, so we don't have to think about it anymore. But we have to do the inner work for that to occur. So as we turn within with a slight smile on our face, we establish ourselves as intentional beings, intending to wake up to our glorious nature, to rise above the gravity of the density, but to bring the ever-expanding awareness to earth. We're waking up with every breath we take. That's our intention. We get a real sense that there's an eternal broadcast. It's an eternal broadcast of let there be light and love and life everywhere. Myriad ways of expressing, infinite ways of expressing. That broadcast had no beginning and does not end, and we have a deep, lowly listening to catch the broadcast. We listen with our entire being. We hear our brother, who I had the privilege of doing workshops and seminars with, our brother Ram Das. We hear him saying, just be here now. Right here, right now. Right where your breath is. And this is your first time. Beginner's mind. be right here, right now, where your breath is, where your heartbeat is, where your intention lives. Wake up. Be mindful of your attention. Your attention is embracing your dynamic intention to wake up to your glorious nature right here, right now. Deep and abiding listening with your entire being to the eternal broadcast of let there be life everywhere. You are the personification of this divine life. Right where you are, God is. Another moment of sacred silence, quietude. Be still and know that the I am God is in the midst of you. That smile on our face. We allow ourselves to rise into a great awareness that there's always something to be grateful for. Those subconscious tendencies that are allowing our body to thrive and be alive, we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the air that we are breathing even though we can't see it. We're grateful for the presence that is never an absence, that cannot be seen by the sensorium, but can be felt on a cellular level. Oh, how grateful we are. How thankful we are. How deeply appreciative of this human incarnation in which we get to reflect and reveal the infinite in ways that have never happened before, because we have never happened before. And in this frequency of something wonderful happening, and so much to be grateful for, no longer blind, but now seeing, we recognize this grand presence and allow for our sense of unity with the presence to fuel the word that is being spoken, announcing right here and right now that everything is unfolding magnificently for each and every one of us, individually and collectively. The divine wholeness and wellness and well-being reign supreme. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, there is a life oozing through us right now. Surging through us right now. And our capacity to hold more energy allows us to take the full spiritual wattage of the infinite. And it's happening now. Oh, let it be so for you. Let it be so for you. Don't thank yourself out of this. Thank yourself into it. As we allow the all that is to know itself alive as each and every one of us. It already knows, it's omniscient. It already knows all. But it wants to know itself as you. So you've got to participate. You've got to say, yes, be me today. Live through and as me today. Give through and as me today. Shine through in and as me today. Let it be. We give thanks for this, and we allow it to be so, now and unto forevermore. The newest sphere has been imprinted, and people we don't even know are being affected by this prayer and by our collective consciousness of the all good. And so it is. Amen. As you slowly open your eyes, whoever you're with in this meditative setting, you may bow to them and see the Christ within them, see the Buddha in them, the burgeoning Buddha. Yes. I love being of service in this community. I just flew in last night from Boulder, where I had the opportunity to speak at the Gaia Heal Festival or conference. And I had a video prepared to say if I don't make it back, because it was snowing and flights were being canceled and all of that. But I made it back in time to be here at Agape International Spiritual Center. So I just want you to know, I'm always trying to get here, even though I'm called to serve in many places around the world at this time in human history. And so this is our opportunity to circulate love energy. Money is the shadow of love. As long as there's love, there will be money. If it's circulating, if it gets hoarding, and then it gets stymied. So right now, be prepared to circulate some love. That is, be prepared to give. Be prepared to make an offering, a donation, a tithe, a gift. Just allow your capacity to expand so that you actually see yourself as a giver. You want to have a part of your identity be, I give. I celebrate giving. I love being of service. And so we turn within just for a second and we give something right now. We give thanks that we have anything at all to give, regardless of the quantity. We infuse whatever we have to give with the quality of our loving. And we give thanks, and so it is. Amen. And so you may take your smartphones out at this particular moment, and you may text the word give to 424-321-6243. This number is on your screen. Many people take screenshots of the information that's coming up, because sometimes during the week there'll be some unexpected blessings that come their way, and they begin to celebrate that through supporting their spiritual community. You may want to be one of those individuals. So right now, text the word give to 424-321-6243. If you write the word cover, it means you're covering the expense of that technology, which is approximately 3% of your offering. If you would like to Venmo your donation to Agape, the QR code is on the screen. If you use that QR code, it goes to the correct Agape International Spiritual Center. There are other communities that have the name of Agape. If you use the QR code, it goes to this one. If you want to go to @Agape International Spiritual Center, that's CTR at the end, we're listed under charities. You can give that way. If you would like to go directly to our website, go to agapelive.com. There's a donation banner. Choose the amount you want to give. You can even set it up so that you're giving on a regular basis, so that if your ego tries to block you from giving, it's already set. So you can do that right now. You're checking out, but you're really checking into your inner prosperity. If you'd like to mail in your donation, that's wonderful. I know I'm going to have some mail when I go upstairs today because I've been gone for a couple of days. So send your donations to Agape International at 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. Information is on your screen. If you're outside of the United States, put USA. And just assist the community in staying strong and vibrant and constantly regenerating so that we can be of great service to humanity. Those are the ways to give. As Yeshua ben Joseph told Judas, whatever you do, do it quickly. You, right there. Go ahead, start giving. Don't delay. I'll be right back. Reverend Julie's back in town. You heard her last week. She's going to give us some wonderful news.
Good morning. We've got a few highlighted announcements for you today. You can visit agapelive.com for more information and to find out about all of our weekly offerings. All times listed are Pacific time. Tune in to Reverend Michael's Take Back Your Mind podcast this Wednesday in another special solo edition. Reverend Michael shares his favorite health and wellness essentials for living in the flow and glow of life. And be sure to check out the next episode of Take Back Your Mind Life Question of the Week, Finding Your Purpose and Success, How to Build Confidence and Overcome Self-Doubt. And that's this Friday. You can watch or listen to Take Back Your Mind and the Life Question of the Week with Michael B. Beckwith on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And be sure to subscribe to receive alerts when new shows drop each Wednesday and Friday. Join the celebration Sunday, November 24th, 9 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. We've got both services as we pack the sanctuary with joy, music, and most importantly, you. So come on up to Agape. For those of you who are joining us online, create your own at-home anniversary watch party with friends and family. You can capture the festivities on video and send it to us. Stay tuned right here at agapelive.com for all details. Today at 2 o'clock, One from the Heart offers our online bereavement support group for those who have experienced the physical loss of a human loved one. And meeting at 2 o'clock also is our animal bereavement support group for the loss of an animal companion. You can register on our website by clicking on the appropriate bereavement support banner. The Crisis Support Clinic offers Zoom mini-counseling sessions every Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. To receive details for your first-come, first-served complimentary one-on-one session with a licensed practitioner, email crisissupport@agapelive.com. This is offered to the community at large, so anyone may attend. And you can join our Agape family as we come together in our spiritual community gathering with Master Practitioner Akili Beckwith and host Karen Mills Alston, Agape practitioner, in a safe and confidential space as we discuss, process, and speak about the election results and remember what is real with a capital R, no matter what is happening in the world. That's Friday, November 15th, 5:30 p.m. Email scg@agapelive.com for more information. The One Love Ministry meets every third Saturday of the month online at 9 a.m. You can join us Saturday, November 16th with Reverend Carlton Thiebout, and his topic is the do's and don'ts of navigating through it all. Reverend Carlton will share his own practice of navigating through challenging times and will provide a space for those who wish to share what is on their hearts and be heard. Join us this Saturday, November 16th, online at 9 a.m., and you can email lgbt@agapelive.com for the Zoom link. Reverend Michael and his partners at NutriRise are enthusiastic to share a groundbreaking development from AdaptoZen, a moment they are calling Elevation Evolution. Elevation Evolution, introducing Elevate Mushroom Complex and Elevate Organic Fermented Mushrooms, their latest innovation designed to elevate your mind, body, and spirit to new heights. These products are based on the mushroom supplements Reverend Michael takes for immune system, brain function, gut health, and longevity. They were created as a transformative step forward in your holistic wellness. They're crafted with precision and passion. This new Elevate line harnesses the power of organic fermented mushrooms to support your well-being in ways you have never experienced before. Visit NutriRise.com and get yours today. So many opportunities. Pick what's yours and dive in. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, Reverend Julie. And for those who are here in the sanctuary who want to make an offering in cash or check, the usher will be in the back of the sanctuary. All of you, you may continue to give if you haven't done so already, but I invite you to turn within with me for a moment as we once again just give thanks that we're living in an overflow consciousness. The same consciousness that the power, the presence, and the love of God birthed the entire cosmos out of nothing. It was an overflow of bliss and ecstasy, love and jubilation. We give from the overflow, we live from the overflow, we rejoice in the overflow, and become fiats of the Spirit on earth as it is in the highest heaven. We give thanks for this and allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. As we rise up together, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and thanksgiving for just being awake and alive. We hear the beginning of this song and we feel, as Charles Holt is singing this song, that we're just ready to surrender. We're ready to let go. We're ready to forgive everything, to live in perpetual forgiveness.
Now is a time for me to let go of the shame.
Let it all go.
The past behind me.
The past is behind us.
I see a new.
We're seeing with new eyes. We're seeing anew. Life is
I'm
magnificent.
ready for my change.
We're ready for our great change, our great transformation, our metamorphosis from glory to greater glory. It's happening now.
Forgive.
Breakdown to breakthrough.
I forgive
Now. Everything
I've been holding
that we've been holding on to.
I let
Oh, we let it all go.
surrender.
We surrender.
I surrender.
We surrender now. And we are vibrationally prepared for a great transformation, even now. And we allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. Peace and riches blessings. Please join us at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time for our another meditation service. 9 o'clock a.m. for our worship and celebration service. And then again at 11 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. Dynamic blessings to you.